Today's episode is dedicated to Rahul Baba, Shobhan Singh and Cambridge Analytica. So if Rahul is going to continue to be associated with Cambridge Analytica despite what has come to light in the last couple of weeks and months, I thought I must give him some advice about how to deal with government bodies and journalists once he comes to power, because if he does use Cambridge Analytica services, he is going to win the 2019 elections. I'm certain of that. So he can take some tips from Mr. Simon Milner, who is Vice President of Public Policy for Facebook in APAC. And Mr. Milner answered some very tough questions that were put to him by Minister Shanmugam, who's part of the Select Committee and was at a hearing on Deliberate Online Falsehoods, which took place on 22nd March in Singapore. So, number one, when you're asked a simple, straight yes and no question, don't answer with yes or no, right? So, for instance, like when Mr. Milner was asked, were you aware of what was happening with Cambridge Analytica? Exactly when did you discover that this was happening? Why didn't you say anything publicly then? And are the investigations over? Now, for a question like this, the answers are pretty straightforward, right? It's yes and no, date and time, etc. But Mr. Milner said something like this: the investigations are on. Are they not completed? I answered your question. The investigations are ongoing and we are cooperating fully with the US government. Then when Mr. Milner was asked whether Facebook as an organization can be trusted to cooperate with governments, to take a stand on what is right and wrong, and not just respond only when they are required to do so because of legal reasons, right? Mr. Milner said something like, it is not right to assume, base the tiny evidence that has come to light, and that Facebook is cooperating fully with the US government bodies and replying to all questions put to it by the US Congress. Now, this doesn't say anything about whether Facebook really believes that it should be regulated, or it wants to continue by self-regulating and continue to be a platform where people can just say whatever they want and Facebook will only respond when it is legally obligated to do so. So Rahul Baba, please lawyer up. Please give vague, obvious answers that cannot be held against you. And when you are asked some questions that you don't know the answers for, or that your lawyer has told you not to engage with at all, then say something like this. This is exactly what Mr. Milner said when he was asked some tough questions. I would respectfully like you to evaluate the line of questioning that you are going with. I don't think it is fair for you to ask me questions that have already been answered by a colleague of mine in another country by another parliament. We're here to discuss what's happening with Singapore online, and we're here to cooperate with you, and it's not a good use of your time and my time to continue with this line of questioning. Wow, that is just so brilliant. Well, Mr. Shanmugam did shut him down by saying that the relevance of the questions should be left up to the government. So Rahul Baba, you will be asked a lot of tough questions, but I think you can still take some tips from Mr. Milner. After all, he is working with the smartest people in the world. Also, for all those people who are writing to me saying that some of my data is not correct and I am reporting incorrectly, I mean, the one or two comments that I have got are fairly negative on YouTube. I would like to say that you should read Mark Manson's The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, because we all have limited fucks to give in life and we should choose wisely.